Welcome to the 2023-2024 school year. This is Mr. Harty. You probably can figure that out at this point. I like to do this at the beginning of the year for my students in any of my classes. And as you can see over here to the left, I have three different classes I'm teaching this year: Honors Algebra 2, Algebra 1, and Business Math. But how I teach students to use tools that they're going to have available to them is going to be the same for all. So I decided this year I was going to use Algebra 1 as my example group here. This is my Google Classroom. Your teens at this point have gotten an email from me via Skyward. You may have gotten it as well with the class code. Otherwise, we'll be doing this on day one of school. But I always like to put this out here because I have very busy teens these days. And sometimes being able to get extra help, or they get distracted, or they miss a class, and they need to have that capability of being able to get some extra help, or what happened, what's going on. And so I wanted to take just a few minutes here to explain to you how this is going to work, and I'm going to be doing this with the kids in class too. So typical Google Classroom, we can mark things and stuff. What I want to lead your attention to, no matter what course your student is taking with me, is the classwork portion. So here, they're going to find three main things that are going to help, and I'm going to be adding an extra resource in here with good online resources for help or lessons or extra practice if they want that sometime, but that's in the works still. But for now, the thing that they're probably going to be most interested in would be the weekly lesson plans. So here, and I always have these up typically by Friday the week before. So if you know you're going to miss something, you can kind of plan ahead. And so if they click on the doc that's in here, what you're going to see is you have got yourself here a calendar of what's going to be going on during the week. Monday, we're just doing some basic intro stuff, making sure they're in the classroom, getting their initial packets. I do packets with notes and homework, and we'll chat more about how I do homework and all that stuff when we get a little bit closer to that first one. But what I wanted to make note of here is each day that we have a lesson in class, a full-blown lesson, not a work day or something like that, there will be a video lesson posted on here. So as you can see, starting Tuesday and each day for the rest of the week, we're going to have a lesson that we're working on. I will note in here where it's at. This first unit, I decided to do a note packet and a practice packet separately instead of together. We'll see how that changes in the future. But let's say your teen ends up missing on Wednesday. They're there the first day, they've got their notes, they're kind of seeing how I work in class, and they're like, okay, well, I'm not here, what do I do? If they click on the link here and click here, it will take them to my YouTube page. Hi, welcome back. There we go. I had mentioned at the end. And we'll run through the entirety of what I did in class with the students that day, going over problems, going over a few practice problems now and then, and letting them see what's going on. And then they can also see what they need to be working on that day, or if there's a quiz coming up, or whatever is starting to go on with that. Additionally, again, whether they're in class, I'll always have answer keys available in class. If they're not in class, I will have the answer keys on here in a PDF. Once it comes to Tuesday, I still have to get those scanned in on Monday when I get back to school. But I just wanted to take a moment to talk about these. Answer keys are great when they're used right. If you're struggling with something and you can look at the steps and go, oh, that's what I was supposed to do, and then do them on your own, they're perfect. If your teen's the type that likes to look at those, think, ooh, it's my free way to copy and get credit for this, they'll get credit, but when their quizzes and tests are 80% of what we do in here, I'm going to see that right away. Typically, in any of my classes, the effort you put in on practice and what you end up getting on quizzes usually tell me the same story. It's rare that I get the student that just looks at it, does no homework, and does great. Okay, so the keys are there and available for help and to be able to answer questions and stuff as well. And then also the big question I always get asked at the start of the year, okay, when are you available for extra help if I'm getting stuck on something? This is going to be pretty standard for me. I have got a 9-year-old son in 4th grade who is very active in outer activities and a wife that works as well, so we kind of mix our schedules here. I will be before school on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I will be after on Wednesdays. I really don't see where I'm going to be able to do much more than that. But again, I've got the videos up. I do give work time in class. We do have work days in class where I just want to be able to do things and ask questions besides this. So I think we're going to be in good shape on this as long as we stay on top of things and don't just let it go and go and go. So if you have questions, please feel free to email me. Please ask anything, anytime, and encourage the teens to do the same thing. I'm not a yeller, bite your head offer type person when it comes to questions. I welcome them and want to see them and be able to help in any way I can. So I look forward to working with your teens or you yourselves if you're a teen watching this, and I look forward to meeting you all tomorrow.